So in this clip, I'm gonna show how they use white car symbolism on me. And I have a few other clips that happened more recently where they did the same thing. And if you look at the timestamp, this is on April 29th. The ones I have were today, the 24th of December. What I noticed is that, well, on this day and on the one that happened more recently, when they use the white car symbolism, it's usually after a time when I had a confrontation with coworkers, or if I'm speaking up about the targeting at work or something. And it's if I did a little bit of research on my own about like white symbolism and stuff, and I'm assuming the purpose of it is to bring like calm vibes, to make it like it represents purity, it represents calmness and stuff like that. So I'm assuming they do that to do like some mind trick, like to make me want to calm down and not speak up so much or something. But what I noticed is that this day I got into a conversation at work with somebody, like a verbal, not physical. And what happened was that when I left work early, there was a bunch of white cars. See, here's the first white car right here. And I left work at some random time. It was like 3 something, right? I usually don't, and there's not a lot of traffic around at this time, but right here you'll see I stopped, and there's just a flood of traffic, classic mobbing, but specifically white cars. So this is the beginning of the other day that I see the white car symbolism today. And I just wanted to show the beginning. This was early in the morning when I first headed out driving. And I don't know if other targets see this, but I deal with like a lot of witchcraft and stuff like that comes at me, and some people might say it's superstitious or this or that, but in my experience, I've seen a lot of things like this where there'd be like a black cat that or some animal that just runs across the street, and you know what they say about black cats and stuff, but I believe in all that there's people out there really doing witchcraft and trying to bring us down, especially as targets. But I just want to throw this in here because it's still the same day where I see all the white car symbolism, but I see this at the beginning of the day. And so I know this is part of the harassment. If people out there, see right here, the black cat run across, immediately I just turn. Like I said, some people might call that superstitious, but I've had bad luck. I've had bad things happen to me whenever I've driven past something like that. And you'll see in this same day, just like an hour later, there's another black cat going by. So there's definitely something there. I don't know what you guys think. So since this is all in the same day and you can see on the timestamp the times, I put it into clips where I show what I'm talking about. So there might be cuts in time, but if you look at the timestamp, you'll see it's all in the same day. And right here coming up, I would call this the first white car of the day. It's still early in the morning right here. So right here, I had made a right turn and went and going down the road that I'm going down. But behind me there's a white car, another white car. Because before I turned right, I saw it, you know, going down the same way I'm going, but I turned in time. And so I noticed that, and so I turned this way just to see, like, if he's gonna be on to me or not, or he'll pass by me. But you'll see, I'm gonna make a left turn up here, and then I'm gonna make another left turn to get back onto that same road I was on. And you'll see that white car stop at the store that was right there, almost as if maybe if it was a chance I was going to that store, that he would be there, But the store was closed, and you see him get out, check it, and go back in his car because the store was closed. Now the thing about the gang stalking is they use plausible deniability, right? Now I wasn't able to prove or show that this white car was behind me before this, so that would make it seem, like I could be making it up, that white car was following me behind me, and that happened to be at that store, and if I was going to that store, that they were following me there. But as targets, you already know there's some things we can't prove because I only have a front facing camera for the car. I don't have a back dash cam, but if I did, I'd be able to prove it. But you'll see right here, further up ahead at that store, is that white car, and the guy gets out. You see him, he got out. He's going up to the door and it's closed. He gets back in. And if I happened to be going to the store, he would have intercepted me right then and there and made me see the white car. See? And that would be the second white car of the day. The way you know is because later on I'm going to show in the same day there's going to be a lot of white cars back to back, one after the other. And that's how you know it's not just a coincidence. So this was a little later, same day, like before, and I'm in a different part of town. And you'll see as I'm passing by Walmart and some other restaurants and stores, there's gonna be a cop car, an SUV cop car that's all white, and you'll see that it like speeds up, oh, like as if he notices me, and then gets behind me. But they only follow me for a few blocks, and then they turn on the highway, so they didn't follow me for much after that. But what a coincidence, since I've already been seeing all the other white cars all in the same day. And then right after I see that cop car, there's gonna be a white SUV further ahead, passing like around the same time, so it was synchronized. So right here, after I pass this underpass, there's gonna be some kind of tree cutting vehicle, and they waited for me. You'll see that they were stopped and they waited for me, and it so happens to be white in the front, so same colors, and they cut me off where I had to slow down when they should have let me pass. You know that there's the typical one of those tactics that the gangstalkers do is they like to when you're driving by or walking by or anything, that they like to intercept you, you know, like drive past or where you have to slow down, and then they slow you down. So for these next clips, I just wanted to show some examples of when gang stalkers like to cut you off when you're passing by and they drive out of their driveway, or when you're driving by at an intersection and they cut you off so you have to slow down, or even when just walking by. They like to do that to me at work. I'll walk by a certain room or a certain entrance, and then one of these people just pops up out of nowhere, like they know you're about to walk by and they just want to walk by you just to intercept you or something. See how they harass